Can everyone hear me? I'm just checking the audio here. Those that don't know, my name's Keith Wilson. I'm with Fierce Technologies. FierceAI is the platform that I will be showing you. It's right behind me, actually. And I cannot see. So Miriam should be in here. And is the sound coming through, Miriam, by chance? Okay. Do what? Okay. All right. Well, we're going to wait a little bit until people start funneling in. I know there's always... Okay, hang on a second. I am on the wrong channel over here on YouTube. I'm supposed to be on, I think. Okay, there it is. All right, so yeah, I tried to set all that stuff up, but it wasn't working too well. All right, so that should be good. All right. So what we're going to do is go ahead. I'm trying to set up the stream, and there it is. Okay, and it is live there too. All right, so we should be live on Facebook and YouTube at the same time. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually get on here. I apologize for that. Always technical issues. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch here. So I'm down here in the corner. And we're going to go through what we're working on here and getting ready to launch is FierceAI. And when you log into your account, you're going to get this nice dashboard. And of course, I haven't been on this account. This is a brand new account, but I did do some posts, and I'll show you guys what exactly this actually does, right? So what's the matter?
You're on YouTube at the same time?
I am on YouTube at the same time. Yeah, I am on YouTube. It's screaming on my account, though, not on Fierce.
All
right. Yeah, I did it on my account. I apologize, guys. We just have a guy that couldn't log in to Facebook, so he wants me to stream it on YouTube. So I had to like do that really quick, and that wasn't set up. I was only going to do it on Facebook, but since he didn't have an account, and he's one of the guys that really supports us and everything else. So most of you guys I already know because I only sent it out to a few people. I didn't make it. It is public, but I didn't really push it or anything like that because I'm going to give you guys that's been with Fierce all this time. I know some of you are already a customer of ours. We're going to give you a good deal on setting up this. I'm looking into right now to try to get you guys a month of access for free. So you guys, the link is, but you need to be signed up on that link. It's pinned to this. So if you guys, Marion will text it to you guys, and you'll sign up there and get the email. So we'll send you out that link whenever we get that completed. So this is a platform that has, we brought in a lot of other AI companies. So we partnered with, we got partnerships with them so we can get a better deal for our customers that are going to be using this platform. So we've connected with OpenAI, Anthropic, let's see, there's a few more, Clean. So we got video editing, images, and things like that. So we're just going to go through this the top. Like I said, the dashboard, you're going to be able to, this is a credit system, so it will be credits. I know a lot of people say that, you know, that's the bad thing or whatever. It's actually good because you can split your credits up to things that you use and some things that you don't use too much. You can always have that separate. So the other thing, we're just going to go ahead and go down through this. Some of this will make sense as we go down further. So I will have a question and answer session at the end. So, and I will also tell you what is also expected, because we have other things that are in development that's going to make this even better. So after your dashboard, we've got integration. And in our integration right now, we've got WordPress. We're going to be integrating other sites because we are putting in, and this is, I'm kind of giving you a secret, but we are putting in automation, so you'll be able to automate from this platform also on other sites, some of ours and some other sites that we don't own. But we'll talk about that a little bit later. The other thing here is chat settings. So you'll be able to train your AI, and this is where you train it. You'll set up a category, and that can be anything. So you just add a category. It's just a name that you can put your AIs underneath there. So you kind of can, have a way to manage them better. And then template is just basically kind of telling what that AI is going to do, right? So if you're just wanting one to chat with your customers on your website or something like that, you can do that. But I shouldn't have said that, because there's a bot for that. I'll show you here in a moment. But so whatever you're working on, so this is a trainable AI. So you'll be able to give it its personality, things like that. And then you will be able to, he'll help you write things and do all kinds of stuff, and then later on automate. So this is the template that you're going to be. You just give it a description, template short name, the first message, and the instruction of what you want that AI just to do there. But a lot of that's going to be done in its training. So when you come down here to chat setting, you got chatbot training. And this is where you're actually going to train a chatbot. So you will add this chatbot. You can name it. So I'll just name it Bert. I don't know why I said that, but that's what I'm going to go with. And what you can do is you can tell your AI what, if you have a website. So if you're in business, this is mainly for businesses, to keep them in mind. You can just send it to the website. So for instance, we own FierceLinks.com. I'm just going to go ahead, and all you have to do is click that. Now this bot that's untrained, he's going to go out to the website and collect all the pages that he sees publicly, right? So we can select that all, and then when you hit train, I'm not going to train it because it takes a little bit, but when you train that, he's going to read all your whole website. So he's going to go through all that, and he'll be trained up on that information. If you don't have a website and you just still want to train your bot, you can also go and just upload a PDF, a CSV file, or any kind of information like that, and he'll read it. Text, you can just add what you want your AI to do, and then also questions and answers. So this will be kind of like if somebody asks a question, like if you're in business and you own like a fabric store. So for instance, you would say, what is your store hours, and then you can answer that, or what type of fabric do you carry, and you can answer that stuff, and then add that and then train it. So once your AI is trained, then you will be able to find him anywhere in the application, and he'll help you write different things like that. But there's also what we call brand voice, so you can hook that AI to the brand voice to train him more on your products and services that you have. So we also have social media. So this is still under work. I mean, we're still working on it, but I did do 2 posts. I posted from, I believe it was Facebook and LinkedIn, because I'm passive right now. That just means that I have it shut off. But so what this does is it automatically post. We can set up campaigns, right? And of course, our connections are what you saw there, which we're going to show you a little bit more here. Platforms is what we connect to. We're going to be adding more platforms as we go, but right now it's Facebook, Instagram, X, LinkedIn, and TikTok. So you'll be able to create posts and stuff like that. And your AI can help you do that. And you'll be able to connect to the account. And so we can do, like, I'm pretty sure it's LinkedIn. We'll just do LinkedIn really quick. Let me go ahead and sign in there. And then once the account, and I'm just going to do one really quick because I don't want to. So there it is right there. I'm active. So now I can make a post on this account just by going to social media post. And they also do have calendars. So I'm going to generate a new post for LinkedIn. You just click on that, and then I can just do the new post here. I can personalize the content. I can actually, do custom images or generate it with AI, and I can also enhance it with AI right here, and then post. And of course, I'm not going to do that right now because I don't want to. Sometimes it takes. Well, I guess it doesn't take too long. Let's just go ahead and we'll do it. So you can set your tone, promotional, and I don't know, going live on Facebook. So what I'm going to do is just type that. I can enhance that with AI, and he's going to go ahead and he should anyways. I'm pretty sure I have enough credits. I didn't really check that on this account, but anyways, there it is. Okay, so he basically did that, and he's even put the hashtags in there. So there's your post, and then I can post now, or I can schedule this post. So we're just going to go ahead and post now. You can also generate an AI image if you want. I guess we can do that too. I don't know really what, I guess he's going to generate it for the post. It didn't have any kind of prompt that I can put in. But so he should be generating that. Now this is why I'm not really going to do that. So there you go. So he made that on there. So we can go ahead and post that now. And the selected user platform field is required. Okay, so I don't know what that is exactly. I've got the selected personalized content. Okay, so that's where you can personalize the content, either your company or your campaign, which I'm not doing any of that. And I don't know why it's telling me that, yeah, it's got a server error. So they're still working on it, but that will post. I just did it earlier, so I wonder if I can save that post. But anyways, let me schedule it for, we'll schedule it for tomorrow. Okay, so I'll schedule it for tomorrow at 9 something. Yeah, so it's been scheduled. I accidentally did it twice. But anyways, so that's still in the works. It will be released when we release this month. That will be fixed. We're just waiting on Meta and them to get back with us, and we found some errors before we submit to them. So we're getting that stuff together. So, and there it is, your 2 scheduled posts. So I accidentally scheduled that twice. So today and tomorrow. But anyways, let's move on. Now we have AI Chat Pro, which is similar to, you guys want to see what that looks like. So you can just talk to your AI right here. We'll just say, hey there, and then the AI assistant, which is just the default chatbot. But you can also use voice. So I can just talk to her. Hey Harmony, how are you doing today? And and there's a little server error right there because I'm using the microphone. That's why. So that's not going to actually work. You're not going to be able to hear because I'm an idiot and I'm using the microphone, so you can't use it in 2 places. So that's why it's giving me that server error. All right, so we're just going to go back, but it does talk. And you guys, if you've seen the video of me talking to her, she talks just fine. And so you're going to be able to do that too. And she will create images, things like that. And then later on with the automation that's coming, we'll do that also. So then we've got the AI image editor. So this has been enhanced. So this is one of the things that, we've got a lot of followers and friends that of Fierce that like image generation. So we want to, before the Vortex, I know you guys that wanted the Vortex, it's coming still. It's being worked on. There's a lot of stuff goes into that, a lot of tools and stuff. But we wanted to get for those guys that had said in the polling that they wanted images and video. So that's what we did. You're going to be able to, I'm not going to go through on this live everything that it does, because it does take a long time to render or create the image, and I'm not want to take you guys' time. It's already been 15 minutes. Listen to me ramble on. But we do have merge face, generative fill, reimagine, remove the background. We have clean up, upscaler, replace background, sketch to image, remove text, in painting, style transfers, and image relight. And then also for businesses, we have AI product studio, which is it basically where you can take one of your products and remove the background, and it'll put a better background on it. Things like that. All right, so that's pretty much it. And then of course, recent image here, you can always edit that from there. And you can also see it in your gallery, which is right here. And you can turn that on for your columns, so you can change how your columns are. Also, I didn't show you, whenever you go into your chat, which you can go into, we'll do another chat down here. But I'll show you where you can save your prompts. So we have all prompt saving. So if you want to save your prompts and reuse them, things like that, you can do that. And that's down here in the documentation. But as we go down here, we've got the image editor. Now here's AI bots. So what this is going to allow you to do, those that are running a business and they have a website, you can actually create, just by adding a new chat bot, you can actually create this and then launch that out to your website. After you go through this, you'll have the code that you just have to stick up in your header. Those that know what I'm talking about, those that don't, I'm sorry. But so you will take that and put it out there. So now your bot is answering questions and stuff, and this is all trainable. So you can train. Let me just go ahead and fill this out. We're just going to do test, and also we're going to do more languages than English. So we're going to offer all the languages. Just right now we don't have them in yet. So here's where you can choose a logo. That's going to go right up here. I'm not going to put one up there right now. The footer link, if you want, like here, instead of FierceAI, you can change what the person that's talking, you know, and then you can change your color to match, and you can even choose whatever color you want. So we have a client that likes purple because it's a fabric store. You can change that to purple, and I already had one here, so well, that's kind of an ugly purple. But anyways, so you can show the logo, of course, the date and time, and the transparent trigger, which is just this thing down here. So when you turn that, of course, you can see that pop up there. And then your avatar size. So you can always make her smaller. And so there you go. And you can also switch what side you want it on your website. So if you have things on your right and you know, don't want to cover it up with this, you'll just move it over to your left. And then once you're there, you get into your training. Same way you train your other chat bot, you train it the same way here. You can do PDF, text, and question, and also send it out to your website. So whatever website, it'll go ahead and train your AI automatically. So we're just going to go next, and then here's that code that I was telling you about. So there's the code there, and then that's it. You're done. So you copy the clipboard right there. So when you go back to the actual bots here, there's another thing also. So once you get a bot created, you can actually push these little three dots here and go to channels, and you can actually launch this out also on Telegram and WhatsApp. And we're going to add some more, like, you know, Facebook and Instagram and that stuff. So we're getting those connected later on. So that's something that's coming. But right now we do have Telegram and WhatsApp that you can launch your bot out there on them too. So it'll be the same bot. You train it up for your company and all that stuff, and you can launch that. And that comes to brand voice. So a lot of people know about brand voice. I mean, they've heard about it before. But basically what it does is, even though you have your bot already trained, if you want to get more specific on the brand, and a lot of these things, when you're writer, when we get down to talking about your writer and stuff, it's going to have it to where you put your brand voice. So you just fill out your company name, your industry, and your description and all that good stuff. You can see what that does. And then you can just add products and service. And once you do that, you can save. So you're training your bot on your brand, on what products and services you have. So you can add that to any bot. So once you have a brand voice, you can actually add that to your template. So your bot will know what products and stuff. So you don't have to keep entering it over and over again for every new bot that you have. You only have to do it one time, right? So, and then you can apply that to all the other bots. All right. And then of course, we already showed you real-time chat voice, but of course, I'm not going to turn this on this time because I know it's not going to work. It's going to throw an error because I'm using the speaker on the computer. But anyways, this is just a little bit different. It just stays inside. It's not the actual AI Chat Pro, right? So anyways, moving on down, we have documents. This is where all your documents are going to go. You do new folder. You can create a new document just by uploading things like that, or you can just create a new document. It'll actually generate the document. You can favorite it, so you can move these around, and the images. So that was the generated image that I had. So that saved in there. And we are going to have a limit on storage just depending on what plan you purchase. But we do also have Fierce files that will be connected in this. So Fierce files is a lot cheaper because we want to kind of keep the big machine here where the FierceAI is located. We want to kind of keep that down on storage so the application runs good. So we want to kind of keep that stuff off. So there will be a limit of what you can hold on your account, but all you have to do is go up there and get a free account. I think it's like, you know, it's free account gives you like, I don't remember exactly how much storage you get, but storage is pretty cheap up there. So, and that's what that is a file server. So it is there to actually CD in those that know what that is. But anyways, so moving on, there's the favorites. If you save that in a favorite, it'll also pop up here. So things that you're working on or whatever, if you're working on a project, you can always save that in your favorites. Then your workbook. Your workbook is just your documents, what you're working on. So if you're writing a book or if you're, you know, writing some, you know, copyright for your business or something, you can always save that. Then of course we have support right here in the app. So you can create a support request and we get right back to you. So not only do you'll have your AI to talk to that is working for us to help you on what is this, plus we're going to have documentation. So you guys are going to have plenty of that. We're also going to make videos. I'm probably not going to be in that because I suck at videos, of course you guys know. So I will probably be an AI. So I'll probably use an AI to do that. But anyways, then you come down here. I've done these in sections. They are collapsible, so you'll be able to collapse your sections to get them so it's not confusing so much. And some of the stuff, depending on your plan, you know, won't be available to you. It'll still be there, but you just won't be able to utilize it because, well, it's not in your plan, and you don't want to pay for things that you're not going to use, right? So we're going to start with AI chat. Of course, we just got the AI chat, the regular chat. I already showed you guys pretty much that. It's not the one that goes out for the full chat like, you know, other chat applications, but this one. So this is just where you're going to talk and, you know, be able to communicate, figure out things, you know, kind of. So, you know, I can say, so if I want to go live on Facebook, let's say, what do I need to do? And I suck at typing, sorry. I should have probably just said that, but I can't use my speaker. All right, so, and then your AI, of course, is gonna just answer that for you. And it's gonna give you a rundown on what to do and how to do that stuff. So everybody probably by now knows how to talk to your AI, right? So now we're moving on to file chat. File chat is actually where you just upload a document and talk about it. So you can chat about the file. So if it's a PDF or an Excel spreadsheet, if you're doing like key performance indicators, things like that, they'll be able to analyze your data and also spit out a file to you you can download. So then we have chat image. So if you have an image and you want to like, you know, get the text from it or something like that, then you can also upload this and talk about it, you know, talk about a cat on a bike or something. Anyways, web chat is basically, so when you do your web chat, you're going to send it out to a website and you can talk about it. So it will go through, it's just like you send out your bot whenever you train. You can send out this bot, this AI, to actually go fetch information from a website and they'll just tell you about it. So if you don't want to read their terms and service, let the AI read it and they'll explain it to you, give you a cut down basically on that stuff. So you can actually now use it for terms and service and all that good stuff. So now we're coming down to AI content, and I will answer questions and stuff after. This is almost done, so it's not going to be that much. So we're at AI content. So we have the article wizard. This is where you're going to actually write articles. So it'll step you through. So there's 4 steps. You pick out your topic and all that stuff. So it helps guide you write better articles for SEO and things like that, for blogs and stuff like that to get your product out there, your brand known better. And then we have the AI writer. I know that sounds a little bit different. That one is a wizard. This one is the AI writer. So you can choose all kinds of different things. We have templates already. We've got tons of them. And you can also favorite them, so they'll go into your favorites. So if that's what you like to use. But we have Facebook posts, TikTok video scripts. We have, yeah, there's just tons. I'm not going to name every one of these things. That's crazy. But real estate listing. So it helps you write better on whatever that is you're doing. So it kind of does that for you. The other thing is the AI editor. So just think, you know, like you have a writer and then you got to edit that document, right? So this will help you edit those documents. And that's pretty self-explanatory. And this is all AI driven. So you can then, because we have the WordPress integration, if you have a WordPress blog or a WordPress site, you can just send it right to it and it'll automatically update your website. Okay. And then AI code for those coders, we have to have the code in there so you can write the code. We are working on a better interface that's kind of like the chat interface there that will make it a lot better. And then we also have a plugin that you can actually plug into Visual Studio Code. Those that are developers or may know something about it, it's just an IDE that developers use, and we're actually developing the plugin, just a plugin. Okay. So the other thing is Photo Studio. Of course, this is different than the other one that I showed you, but you can do some of the same stuff right here in Photo Studio. We just got it in 2 different places, that's all. So you can do the reimagine, the remove background, and all that good stuff, right? And then we've got AI image. Of course, you can come down here. We've got Dolly, ChatGPT Image 1, Midjourney, Fluxional, and then of course we're putting in our particle. So that's the one that was generating for you if you guys were customers of the old FierceAI platform, the older one. This is the same generator, just a higher version. So it's running better. We're on version 4 on particle. So that's our AI, and we don't have it in here yet because we may have it in there by launch. I'm really not for sure exactly. And the reason why is because we already have customers that are utilizing it on contracts. So that's kind of spinning up a lot of money on that end. So we're a smaller company. We're not some big billion-dollar company that all these other guys are. So when we're developing our AI, we have to be more specific to what we're going to use that AI for, right? So Then we have real-time image. Now, the real-time image, again, I'm not going to do this, but as you type, the image will start coming about. So you can sit there and rework an image so you can add to your prompt in real time. So your image will be like, if you say, I want a panda bear or something, right? And it'll start writing a panda bear, and then you say, eating a pie, right? And then it'll start, doing the same panda bear. So you can change it in real time, okay? Only thing wrong is those credits are pretty expensive on my end. We haven't got to talk to them to make a deal yet about that, but that's not our own AI. That's another company that gives us that service that we bring in to here. And as you've seen, that we brought in others because we know that you guys like generating your own, you got your favorite generator. It's okay. We're not forcing you to use Fierce generators, our AI generators. But so we know you guys like your style, your artist, and the image stuff. Video is going to be the same way, right? So we don't want to limit you and tell you that you have to use ours, right? Same way with text, writing. Some people like to use Google instead of, Microsoft or OpenAI, which are the same thing, but or our intelligent mind. So we have our IMT and our IHT. They're all just transformers, they're just different AIs. So some people don't like talking to Sage or Harmony or the IMT or the IH1. That's okay. It's not going to hurt my feelings. It's not going to change who you are. So anyways, so image pretty. So we do have the video, AI video. We've got the Pro version. We're probably going to take the AI video out just simply because the Pro version does the exact same thing but better. So I didn't really care too much for the AI video. This is the first one. So we'll probably be removing this one. So you'll have AI Video Pro. AI Video Pro, we brought in VO2. We will be getting VO3. We got Llama, Clean, and Clean from Image. And then Minimax. So those are the ones that we have right now. Like I said, VO3 just got released not too long ago. So we're working on the API connection to Google. So we have made a good deal with them. So we're going to get good pricing in here of creating your videos. I'm not going to render a video. I know you guys want to probably see that because that's like the big thing, AI rendering videos and stuff. I'm not going to do that right now because I've already talked long enough. It's been 7:33. I know you guys got things to do. So AI vision, just really quick, video to video, you guys know what that does. You just load up a video, create a video on that one. We got image to video also in there, just to let you know. So anyways, so AI vision is basically you can load up an image and it'll actually, I'm sorry about that. I forgot to shut off my phone. But anyways, so then we come down here to see the audio. We got voice clone. If you want to do voice cloning, to clone your voice, so instead of you talking like I'm doing right now, a lot of, you don't have to do that anymore, and you can just text. So once you clone your voice, so I'm just going to click add new. I'm not going to do it. But you choose a file, and this file has to be at least a minute of your voice. And then what it'll do is it'll clone it. So then once you clone your voice, you can go over to the AI voiceover and pick your voice out of this menu. And then you can text whatever you want, and it'll generate using your voice or whatever voice you clone. Don't utilize it for deep fakes or anything. So we're not, you want to do that, find somewhere else to go because that's not going to be allowed in this platform, right? We're part of the Fierce Global Foundation. They're the nonprofit that polices our AI development, so we stay ethical, and so they're the ones that basically kind of govern us. It's kind of our own built-in, it's our built-in checks and balance system. So we're developing AI and not destroying the world with it, right? So anyways, you have speech to text. Everybody knows what that is. You just load up a file or you talk to it rather, like, and it'll put it in text, right? And then you have text to speech, of course. Um, AI voice isolator. This is like if you have noise in the background or something you want to get rid of, instead of going and buying some big, like paying Adobe money for, to remove some sound out of one sound bite, you can always bring it up here and it'll do it. We're also going to get, I know people were asking about music because we are getting music in here, which we do have AI music. To separate the different, drums from the voice and all that stuff, we'll probably do that later, and that is part of isolation. So we just don't have the tool hooked up yet. But anyways, so we do have AI music. So you can create a new song and, it'll sing whatever you want. Now we have these tools that check plagiarism. So we want to make sure, again, we're an ethical company. That's what we really push, is ethics and AI. So we want to keep things safe, right? We don't want people stealing. We don't want to use the AI to steal other people's stuff, right? So we do have that plagiarism checker, and we also have an AI detector. So if you're writing with other AIs, I'm not for sure, but I know Intelligent Mind can actually write, which is our AI for those that don't know. Intelligent Mind can write where the AI detector won't detect it. And that's not running just through our AI detector. That's any AI detector. He's not being picked up. So we're really working hard on that. Our weights and everything that we have to wait for in our large language model, we are waiting those out so they actually sound more human, right? Then AI avatar. This is actually from, I believe this one is, I can't remember. We're partnered with two, but one of them we're not using right now. One's Heijin, and the other one is, I can't think of the name right now. I keep wanting to call it Insivo, but it's not. But anyways, that will, you can create a new video, and what it does is, you guys seen where the avatar talks and says whatever you want to say and all that stuff. So yeah, I know you guys seen that before. So that's that stuff. So we already talked about the product photography. That's where you can choose the background you want to use for your product, and it'll go ahead and add that. So you just upload your product picture, they'll remove the background, and they'll do this really nice stuff. And believe it or not, the company that we're partnered with to do that, that's all they do. That's their product. Not saying anything bad about it, but we have it in this one application with all this stuff, which is kind of crazy. I guess they do really, really good. I mean, so anyways, close. We're almost done. AI YouTube. This is where you can go to a YouTube. Instead of downloading the video, you can just say, hey, I want to, let's say you have a YouTube that's talking about something and you want some of that stuff. You're not stealing, all right? You're just like if you would watch a YouTube yourself, and then you would say, hey, that's something I want to talk about. Credit them, okay? So even though you take parts of that, it's just like a book, right? We want to credit the person that wrote it, right? And plus, that makes you guys, what people don't understand is that nobody cares where the information really comes from, as long as it's true, right? As long as it's real. So crediting other people for their work is a really smart thing, because it then adds to your credibility, right? So if you're, seeing a documentary of that was created by, I don't know, some great documentary person, yeah, I mean, credit it. So you have a backlink to that video. So people that are watching that video may want to get more information, and if you write more stuff about that, then you're getting more popular on that, right? So That's all good stuff, right? RSS, if you guys don't know what an RSS feed is, that's basically just like blogs and stuff like that. You'll find RSS feeds. That's news and stuff that you can do, and you just get that URL here. All right, so I'm gonna go on Facebook here, see if we got any questions, anything like that. We got 3 viewers out here, which is great. You guys want to definitely click that link. I've got it pinned on Facebook. Those that are watching on YouTube, I will pin that up later. Okay. So yeah, and so Miriam's been doing well with JD. Okay, I'm just looking at some of the. So do we have any questions? I know I can't hear you guys, but if you guys can text, I'm gonna pull this over so I can actually see both. Any questions at all? And also, yeah, so all right, so yeah, and Miriam seems to be answering these pretty good. That's awesome. Yeah, so we're gonna our pricing. I know that's like the big thing, right? Our thing really is we built this platform so you can make money, right? That's our goal, right? We are wanting you to make money. There's nothing wrong with it, right? That's how life gets around, right? We all want to make money. We all want to live, right? So we want to train. We're going to be putting out videos on what best to do. We're building also SEO. That's search engine optimization. That's where businesses, those that may not be in business or anything, just understand that businesses to get out there, to get the products known, things like that. There's billions and billions of websites that they, have to be found, right? If they want to get their product out. So that's comes another thing with you guys. We do have, we are going to share our profit with you through our affiliate program. Um, so you can go to the affiliate side of things. And right now it's at 10%. That's just a starter. We may increase that just depending on how the platform goes. But guys, get your links out there if you would, and you can make some money just by doing that. Just help us get out there because we don't have the billions of dollars like OpenAI does, things like that. And we want to really keep this whole thing with the AI going in a safe way because not only do we have Fierce Technologies, which is developing the AI, we're also partnered with, well, kind of, I don't want to say partnered, but we sponsored them and they help keep us in line when we're, because they're basically the link between the community, and us as developing AI. So we have that Fierce Global, which is there to protect your data, to make sure that AI is staying instead of using AI for bad stuff like taking off people's clothes without their consent. That's absolutely crazy. But anyways, that's what people do. Um, so yeah, that's we want safe AI usage and safe AI development. So that's what Fierce Global Foundation was. So you can visit them at fierceglobal.org. Also, Brenda, do you think the reason I can't access Fierce AI right now is because I have a low memory problem? My phone is almost full and I don't have a laptop. I'm not really too sure. That might be a problem. I haven't really heard anybody else having a problem getting on Fierce AI. I mean, we are secure. We've got our security is up, so that's all good. And matter of fact, if I go back to real quick, let me go back here. Let me just pull up our let's see here, Fierce. God, there's so many Fierces. SEO.net. All right. So I just did I mean, we've got not the perfect score, but here's Fierce AI, which is up there right now. It's got a decent score of 76. I mean, and that has nothing to do with security. That's just meta description, which we're still releasing it. So we still will do the meta description. So that'll give us that, and putting keywords on images. But everything else, as you see, checks out pretty good. Now, this is HTTPS encrypted, which is the higher encryption, but we have the HTTP 2.0, which it's not using. We don't use the HTTP 2. We just use the HTTPS, which is not a big deal, right? Like, you can find out more. It's just it's better security, faster loading times, and improving efficiency. It's just really expensive right now. So it's okay. I mean, this has been around for years, this encryption here. So you're protected, your privacy and all that stuff. So now that's the score that we have on the website. So as you can see, we're passing this, and this is the same stuff you can run in Google. So it's not just because it's owned by us doesn't mean, I mean, it's there for a product. So yeah, we're also going to give free accounts to this too, and also our analytics. So if you guys are running websites, if you sign up for FierceAI.io, we are going to be giving in our analytics platform, right? You're going to get absolutely free, plus the Fierce SEO right here. So this has a bunch of tools for you web designers out there. If you guys are designing websites or getting into it, they got a really good tools here that are absolutely going to be free to anybody who signs up for Fierce AI. Okay, and that is that's it, I believe. Any other questions you have for me or anything? Miriam's been doing a really great job, I think, at doing that stuff. So yeah, that sounds good. I think that's it. If you don't have any more questions, I'll stay on here a little bit. If not, you can always message me on Facebook. I'll be there. And I think that's it. You guys have a great night. As long as no other questions for that. I appreciate you guys showing up. And like I said, I didn't push this out all that much, but it is close to being about an hour. I think we're done. Alrighty. Sounds. Render this video. Which video?
What you're doing right now.
Oh, render it? You mean save it?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, it should be up on, yeah, it should be up there. Yeah, that should be good. All right. That's all. All right, guys. I will talk to you later. Make sure that you guys sign up in that link and do all that stuff, and we'll be sending out your free month. All right? Sounds good, guys. Talk to you all later. Appreciate you.